Sometimes, as we grow older and notice that simple steps begin to feel heavier, a quiet worry settles in the back of the mind, a fear that the legs we once trusted without question are slowly turning into strangers. And perhaps you felt that moment when you stand up from a chair and wait just a second longer for your knees to agree with you. Or when a soft ache in your calves whispers that you should slow down, even though your heart longs to keep moving. And if that feels familiar, you're not alone, because so many seniors describe that same subtle shift, that feeling of losing a piece of their independence. And it can be emotional, almost like grieving a part of life that once felt effortless. But what most people don't realize is that leg discomfort in our later years often comes from a gentle combination of muscle fiber loss, stiffness in the small supporting tissues, and a gradual decline in circulation that quietly limits how much fresh oxygen reaches our lower limbs. And while that sounds worrying, it's actually a reminder of how beautifully responsive the body still is. Because even at 70, 80, or beyond, our system continues trying its best to repair, nourish, and protect us. And all it really needs is a small bit of help, a soft nudge, something natural that speaks the body's language, something you can reach for in your own kitchen. And that brings us to two vegetables that have helped countless elders feel more grounded, more flexible, and more capable with each passing week. Beets and spinach, two humble foods that, when used together, support circulation, muscle strength, and joint comfort in a way that is gentle, steady, and surprisingly powerful. Beets, with their deep red color, carry natural nitrates that the body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that helps widen blood vessels and move more oxygen through the legs. And spinach, rich in magnesium, potassium, and anti-inflammatory compounds, supports the muscle fibers that often tighten with age. And when these two vegetables are combined, the effect is like giving your legs a warm internal massage, a soft reminder that energy can return, that movement can feel smoother, that heaviness is not permanent. And the beauty of this remedy is its simplicity, because you don't need complicated recipes or supplements, just a small daily habit that gradually invites your legs to wake up again. The most effective way to use these vegetables is to enjoy half a cup of cooked beets and 1 cup of lightly steamed spinach once a day, ideally in the morning or early afternoon when circulation naturally wants a gentle boost. And you don't need to eat them together in the same bowl, though you certainly can. But what matters most is consistency, because the body responds softly and steadily, day after day, like a rhythm returning to music. If you prefer variety, you can blend half a cooked beet with a handful of spinach, a squeeze of lemon, and a little water for a morning drink that feels refreshing and comforting. Or you can eat them with your lunch if that feels easier on your stomach. And for many seniors, warming the vegetables just a little helps digestion, easing the way the nutrients are absorbed into the bloodstream. After a few days, most people notice tiny changes. Maybe your legs feel just a touch warmer. Maybe rising from bed feels smoother. Maybe the evening stiffness fades slightly earlier than usual. And these small shifts matter because they build on one another like stepping stones. Then, as a couple of weeks pass, something beautiful often happens. Walking begins to feel less like a task and more like a natural motion again, the kind your body remembers even if it hasn't felt it in a while. And you may catch yourself standing a bit taller or pausing less often during your daily routines. Many elders say that their legs feel lighter, as if someone quietly removed a weight they didn't know they were carrying. And some describe a gentle tingling sensation in their calves, which is simply circulation reawakening, a sign that the body is responding and repairing. And if you stay consistent, giving yourself this small act of nourishment each day, the improvements continue to grow, not dramatic or sudden, but steady, reliable, almost comforting, like a companion walking beside you saying, yes, you can still do this, and yes, your body still knows how to heal. And along with the physical changes comes something just as important: confidence. The emotional lift that comes from realizing you can still move, still walk without fear, still enjoy the world around you without feeling betrayed by your own legs. And as the days pass, you may find gratitude appearing in quiet places, when you walk to the kitchen without wincing, when you go outside and notice that your steps feel smoother, when you catch yourself smiling because your body feels more like your own again. These vegetables are not magic, but they support the magic already inside you, the incredible resilience that age does not erase, the strength that lives beneath the surface waiting for encouragement. And each time you choose to nourish yourself, you are choosing hope, choosing healing, choosing a future that still holds movement, independence, and calm joy. So as you continue forward, remember this simple rhythm. Half a cup of beets, 1 cup of spinach, a moment of patience, a breath of gratitude, and the soft understanding that your legs are not giving up. They are simply asking for care. And when you offer that care, they respond with warmth, strength, and renewed stability. And maybe, as the weeks go by, you'll look back and realize that this gentle habit didn't just help your legs. It helped your spirit, teaching you once again that healing doesn't always come in grand gestures, but in small, loving choices repeated day after day, until your body hears you clearly and begins to rise with you, step by step, carrying you forward with grace, comfort, and the quiet belief that you can walk through this life with ease again.